Hello and welcome to the continuation of Porsche F1. It is round 12, Great Britain. Right now, we are 10th in top speed, 19th in acceleration, 10th in low speed, 10th in medium speed, 9th in high speed, 7th in DRS. Dirty air, we're 11th across the board, and then we also have 3rd tire preservation with 18th in engine cooling headed into this weekend. That's actually pretty decent considering where we were at before. I think the only difference right now is Vettel doesn't have the new floor yet. I don't think he gets that until next race. Otherwise, that's the biggest difference. But outside of that, we are getting set. Mostly positive. Sebastian Vettel. Heading into this weekend, Ferrari leads the Constructors' Championship by 4 points, ahead of Red Bull. It's a tight fight between the two. Mercedes, McLaren have also been potential contenders, but it seems like Mercedes has gotten the better of McLaren because I don't know why, but it's just they haven't even scored a podium, whereas Mercedes at least has 4 podiums in a fastest lap. I don't know why McLaren's been so off the ball, but usually they've won at least. Usually they would have won at least one race by now, but it's kind of telling. Aston Martin has won fastest lap. They do have 53 points. We are going to try and close that gap down by the end of the season, but right now we are currently tied for 6th with Williams. We're 1 point ahead of RB and 2 points ahead of Alpine. And that is it. Everybody else has no points. Picking up the boost is Sauber and then Haas. So got quite the work to do. I mean, we did just have a 11th, 12th place finish in the previous race at Austria, where it looked like we could have been on for points. We just didn't bring it home. But the idea is if we can just get close to that Aston Martin, get that top crack in there, and then if any of the front teams have any issues, that's kind of been the thing though, is like the top 4 teams have had almost flawless runs this whole season. That's why those point totals at the bottom have been very hard to come by, because Aspen's been pretty consistent at picking these points up, and then anytime there's like a 9th or an 8th place or 9th or a 10th place finish is really as if Aston doesn't secure it, and then one of us gets it. Drivers' Championship, funny enough, is actually tied as well with Carlos Sainz and Max Verstappen. We have a close battle between Charles and Yuki. George is picking a strong 5th place, and then McLaren's split him and Hamilton. So Hamilton has the Mercedes fastest lap, where George has all 4 of Mercedes podiums this season. Ooh. But Max did catch up to Carlos. But I think Yuki was his recent race winner. But so far, only the top 4 have won races. So Yuki has 3, Charles has 2, Max has 3, and then Carlos has 3. So I think just Max has been more consistent with podium finishes. Yeah, so he's got 4 podiums, 1 pole, 3 fastest laps. Our goal this weekend is to try and get into Q3 with one, if or both of the cars. F2, Prema's at the top. No surprise there, followed by Campos and Invicta through top 3. But in terms of the driver standings, we currently have Ollie Behrman leading the championship at 164 points, followed closely by Gabriel Bortoleto, Pepe Marte, Isaac Hadjar, and then Paul Aaron, who is one of our affiliate drivers, Zane Maloney. Kimi Antonelli just won his first F2 race, I believe. We have Dennis Hauger, who's also one of our drivers, Franco Colapinto, and Roman Stanek finish out the top 10. Victor Martin's dropped a couple places. Shore is also one of our drivers, but seems to be doing quite well. In F3, Prema's also leading that with a pretty hefty margin over MP Motorsport Campos. And the drivers include Dino, Tim Trevenant, Oliver Go, Arvid Lindblad, who's been working his way up the field. He just had quite a stellar weekend in Austria. Kasper Sutska, and Christian Mansell, Bianca Bustamante, Gabriel Manet, Martinius Stenshorn. Where's he from? Norwegian. That makes sense. And then Lawrence Van Houwen. Yes, he's Danish. Dutch. Round out the top 10 of the F3 Championship. But there is another round this weekend because it is Silverstone. So F3 Silverstone, then Budapest, Spa, and Monza rounds out the top those 10 F3 races. Silverstone, Budapest, Spa, Zandvoort. Well, they race at Zandvoort, huh? Monza, Baku, Lusail, and Yas Island are the 15 F2 races. Sports Series, it's also, good to check in on where we're at, but yeah, most recent race. Sprint race was won by Carlos. Max and Norris were your top 3. And then you had Yuki, Max, and Carlos finishing top 3. So Yuki bringing home the Red Bull, his 3rd win, but victory at 1-2 for Red Bull at the Red Bull Ring. So Silverstone is always kind of an interesting race, and you never really know what's going to happen. Engineer, driver attention. I'm just going to acknowledge it. I think Gary and Nick can work it out between themselves. Hey, look at that. Got another rear wing just in case. Cool. So I got 3 rear wings. Always important to have extra parts. As far as development going, we started heavily starting to get into research because I believe we are currently ahead of our board goals, which I want to say currently, is finish 8th or above. We are on target, and as it is only our first season in F1 as Porsche Motorsport. One of the more efficient rear wings we've developed in quite a while. Alright. Quick little save. Race targets. We'll max out on those. Our car's decent enough to get us at least both drivers in the top 15, barring any incidents or mishaps. But here we go. Gonna start up some practice. See how it goes.
Welcome and come on in to the home of British motor racing. We're here in legendary Silverstone, where the very first Formula One World Championship Grand Prix was held back in 1950. It's a place where every tuft of grass breathes motorsport, and the crowd are already crackling with excitement. The last race saw Yuki Tsunoda take the win. The team got everything just right, and when it came down to it, the Japanese driver delivered in style. Okay then, let's get to it.
Of course it's gonna rain this weekend. It's Silverstone. Why wouldn't it? Alright. A couple little livery tweaks as well. Changed the Hugo Boss just to Boss on the livery on the nose up here. Can't see it because of the angle. And then on the rear wing, we changed the Tag Heuer logo to a Boss logo as well for this weekend. So a little extra sponsoring for Boss this weekend. with that new underfloor. I think this did get done just in time for Silverstone, or did it? Yeah, it might have even been Austria actually. Yeah, it was Austria. Got to use it in Austria to make the upgraded for. Hoping those side pods come along and help out decently as well. Alright. This is practice 1. We will run the practice ourselves. Get ourselves as good and ready as we can for the weekend. Alright. Car setup. Haha.
Okay, green light, green light. Perfect, mate, perfect. Work on the front. Radio check, Nick. Copy. Loud and clear. Tyres are a little bit on the low side. You good to box?
Too much arrow. Interesting. Alright, just doing some fine tuning on there. We'll run a couple laps, get a baseline in. Verstappen.
Just work on your tyres.
But there! Oh dear, that's not what they need right now.
Reminder limiter. We're going to stop on the marks. Pit entry.
Switch the pit limiter on. Stop on the marks. Find pre-start rev. Switch off.
Alright, let's see here. Alright, braking stability, not so great. Gonna drop that down. Guess we can try that. How that goes. I don't want to even go down first. That's very surprising. It's the nature of this track. Alright. Sorry.
Tyres are a bit on the low side. Tyres are a bit on the low side. Low speed scrubbing.
Oh, Dragovich.
Let's use that K1.
Copy. Use overtake.
Oh, he got up to Dragovich, got up to Vettel. Alright, here we go.
No more overtake. Balance feedback when you can.
That feels pretty good to me.
Yeah, copy that, mate. Lean on the tyres at the high speed, but don't overslip them.
You're gonna have to go full tilt in order to get the heat in those tires, man. Wild.
Does everything feel okay?
It was okay.
Understood, noted.
Alright, that's the end of practice 1. Nakajar, Velike Drogovic. %96% on.
Let's hope the teams took full advantage of practice. It's time for qualifying.
The high-speed corners at Silverstone are a great challenge for the cars and drivers. The technical Sector 1 rewards strong mechanical grip, while high-speed aerodynamic efficiency will come into play in the final 2 sectors.
Esteban Ocon there, Karun. What's the feeling around him at the moment?
Looking at the lap times, we saw a real lack of pace from them in practice. They never looked quite comfortable with the setup, and they'll need to try something new for qualifying if they want to get past Q1.
Well, we're certainly ready in the commentary box. The drivers are getting ready down in the pit lane, and it's time for qualifying.
%98%. Alright, we go to 60 or we go to 65, 70? Go 60. That might be the only good thing.
Okay, should be green.
Alright, flying lap by Nick. Impeded by Williams. Of course. Hours middle out on it. Up.
Clear ahead. Push when you're ready.
Or 9:37. Oh, that is also getting impeded. I think it's just the first run. Look, it's your teammate getting out of your way.
Negative on the delta. So cool as much as you can.
Alright, let's see how Mick does through Sector 1 this time with that car actually blocking him. That's metal. Okay. Yeah, looks an awful lot like my car.
There'll be a little bit of bunching. Go one.
36. 26, and it went through 1. There we go. Good time.
In terms of position, you're P4 right now. Good clean lap. So let's press in button, Copy.
What was that? Come on, Nick. Heated by my own driver. Ugh. Tsunoda jumps to the top of the timing. Putting in a stellar lap. Half a second faster than us in Sector 1. 6/10 faster and 4/10 faster. That is just... a full second.
Your P9.
I mean, Gasly's 7th around here, which is wild.
Charge off and mode push.
Yeah, we saw that, mate.
Impeded again. Alright, we did make it into Q2. Get Seb. With Mick running a competitive top 8 time. 124.6. So, 7%. Okay.
Two, one, should be green. So gap ahead is good. Good to push for now.
Porsche. Ooh. Block up from pedal. Okay.
Okay, press in button, box now. Copy.
P6. That's a good lap. Cool the car. Reminder pit limiter. Stop on the marks.
We got both Ferraris, both Mercedes, both Astons, both Red Bulls, both McLarens, both Alpines, and Lawson. Got it all for the top 10. How about that? 24.8 are our boys, 2/10 off the leaders, which is pretty decent.
Nice big gap ahead. You're good to push.
currently P7. Good lap.
Yeah, we saw. Currently P13. Use pit limiter. Stop on the marks.
Okay, just get a little brake temp.
Copy. You're clear ahead. So you're good to go.
Vettel's not going to get it. Just across the line too late. That's awesome. So Vettel's got a long day ahead of him. Wow, Ricardo only moved up to 12th. Okay. Puts Mick in Q3. I think for the second time this season. Okay. Vettel getting impeded. That's been the brutal thing, is seems like keep getting impeded. No, he dropped down to 9th. Okay. But top 10.
Okay, green light, green light. You're P1. Okay, and we will box now, box. Just watch the FIA weighbridge lights. Watch the weighbridge lights.
Yeah, copy.
Alright, moment of truth. Clean lap. How about that? Whoa. Alonso goes 4th fastest. Already put their times in. That's... Verstappen puts down the lap time. Leclerc's still out there. Everybody's on their in laps. That's it. Top 6 start. Okay, Mick. Okay, Mick. Alright. There's only 5 cars ahead of you, man. Sebastian's starting 16th, but that's mostly down to getting a beat in qualifying, of course. So Carlos Sainz, Lando, Lewis, George, Mick, Oscar, Fernando, Yuki, Charles, Max. So we swapped one Aston for a Porsche. We are catching Aston.
"52 laps around Silverstone await our drivers as the anticipation continues to build."
Silverstone is certainly a circuit rich in Formula One history, from Giuseppe Farina winning the first championship race held here in 1950, right through to Lewis Hamilton's 2008 masterclass on racing in the rain.
Silverstone demands a lot of power from cars with numerous twists and historic turns. Downforce is going to be a key factor to manage if teams want to succeed here. Welcome to race day, and before we get down to it, last minute checks are being made.
A lot of feature presentation of Mick, huh? Alright. And of course, it's going to be moderately raining at the track today, so... A 23.4. That's wild. Charles is just back by a 10th, and he's back 2 tenths from... We ran a 24.4, which is quick around Silverstone. What is the strat? I think we do 13 laps on that. Or do we have... We go medium? Supposed to be light rain, and then it turns into moderate rain around here, though. No, that doesn't make sense. We do. Something like that, because if it starts getting moderately rain right here. Starts dropping rain around lap 20-ish. It's gonna be an issue, but here we go.
Final checks are being carried out by the teams, and it won't be long until we get this race underway. The RB driver has got a lot of people talking.
They're a long way from the midfield and will be hard pushed to get anything from this P22 start.
Ooh, back of the pack for Teo Porsche.
And it looks like we're good to go. Hold on tight. It's the British Grand Prix. It's lights out and away we go.
Ooh, excellent launch from Vettel. Russell got by him. Vettel's up P15. Crazy. So yeah.
Here's the replay. Through Brooklands. And there's the lockup. What caused that, I wonder?
Dude, Nick went off track, and that was wild. Vettel overtakes Lawson.
Let's take a closer look. Now we're watching the action closely here. It's there for the taking. And that sees them move to 15th.
Okay, up in position.
DRS is enabled. So you're currently P7. Russell ahead. Gap ahead, 0.5. Hamilton behind. Let's add the lift and coast back in.
Understood. We need the full lift in 3.
Okay, charge on.
Yeah, copy.
We can just focus on charging the pack.
I got around Magnussen up into 14th. Got Ocon, Ricardo, Gasly ahead of us. Nice by Seb. Alright, Vettel, let's get past him.
Bring the pack up. Okay, good lift and coast now.
Lift and coast is good.
Copy.
Don't want to cook the engine. British Grand Prix.
Cool rears.
Cool rear left if you can at all.
Copy.
Mode push.
Copy.
No more lift and coast.
Copy.
Alonso just walked away from Piastri, huh?
Good job. Next is Russell.
Now, we
Okay,
can see
Piastri.
what happened.
Getting
Let's have a look at
passed
the
by
action. It's
Mick.
all at the final corner.
back when
The
they were
opportunity begging to be
back when
taken.
they were teammates together.
And that puts them in 6th.
We're happy with you pushing.
Pick up the pace.
Okay, more lift and coast, please.
Copy.
Energy if you need. Focus on bringing the pack back up.
Management is good.
Understood.
33.8. Keeping up with Alonso a little bit.
Energy available. Managing rear tyres. Need to focus on getting the pack up. Okay, good job. Off on the head.
Okay, let's see here. Getting ahead of Gasly.
Time management good.
Charge on.
Copy.
We can push more.
How's
Air
the
temp
deck
is
going?
down.
Good. It's okay.
A little overcast kicking in. Track temperature is still relatively high. Out of the press range. Oh.
Reduce the lift and coast.
If you don't need it, no lift and coast.
Copy.
Both McLarens. Lewis Hamilton and Carlos Sainz behind me. You chill, Mick. Just go. Track's also dropping.
Now, by the looks of things, we're at turn 15 now. They decide to give it a go. And Oscar Piastri climbs higher.
Try to do some lift and coast and then focus on apex speed. Like a couple laps or sooner than that? Get ready.
Hey there. Hi there, Kadaba. Thanks for joining. Yeah, right now we got a pretty good race going on. Nick is running in the top 10. Although he did just get passed by Carlos Sainz. We are trying to get him on a soft to inter strat because it's supposed to rain at some point. But thanks for joining
Just
in.
do the best you can.
Nice to have you here.
Hamilton close behind.
Meanwhile, Vettel's just doing his thing. We might go one more extra lap on this set of softs since the track's starting to rubber in a little bit. Getting a little bit better tire deg than we anticipated. This is the 2024 British Grand Prix, but with a few little minor tweaks here and there. So for example, so instead of Red Bull renewing Sergio Perez's contract for this season, they actually promote Yuki, and so Yuki clears up a vacancy, takes the second Red Bull seat, and he's actually doing quite well. He just won at the Red Bull Ring. Oh yeah, it's the first time I've ever done it actually too. Vettel's fantastic driver. And since I am
13.
Porsche Motorsport,
Ocon.
you know, we're like, hey, Vet, you know you've been retired for a couple years. Why don't you come drive for our new program? A couple years. maybe by the new regulations we might be able to, you know, put a car that can run better. But
We'll get back in this
that'll
fight.
all determine next
Next
season's
car behind us,
upgrade
boys.
path. And Hamilton got by Nick. Nick actually qualified. Actually qualified 9th, but then because he was on the only one on the stops in the top 10, he managed to get by both Hamilton and Piastri at the start. Yeah, when the car isn't fantastic, that's for sure. Like the track's starting to warm back up a little bit. Oh, the sun's back out. Decently actually. Yeah, Mick is developing kind of decently. He's doing okay. I think I don't know his overall number at the moment because I'm using a mod that changes the stats to letter grades. But right now he is an A, and if you go to like the overall, like when you're scouting and go to the overall, he just moved past ahead of Vettel at the previous Grand Prix where he did finish 11th. So he moved just outside of the points. The points have been really, really hard to come by this season. But Mick is doing quite well, and I think by next season, if we can give him a decent car, we can probably consistently score points. But
Down at Luffield.
yo,
It's certainly
Lando.
inviting.
But for the first 4 races of the season, it was the only teams that scored points were
And they move into
McLaren,
ninth.
Mercedes, Ferrari, Red Bull, and Aston Martin. So through those first 5 races, none of the bottom 6 teams scored a point. Oh yeah. No, our board only has us set to we just need to finish 7th or higher in the championship. But we are currently tied for 6th against Williams, and we both have 4 points. So just to show you how tight it is. Oh, there goes Ricardo. But right now, Aston has been our biggest competitor the last couple races. Ricardo did replace Lance Stroll. I did some changes at the start of the season, but Ricardo moving. Oh. Open the pit option. I think we're gonna go 1 more lap. 1 more lap. So we have Ricardo at Aston. And so then that left 2 vacancies at. Also going to switch over to the new soft with Vettel. We'll go on next lap as well, just because the tire deck's been pretty good. So
Box.
go ahead and start pushing on this lap actually.
We need everything from the tyre.
Let's use up this tire now. We don't need to save anything.
Well, yeah, I wanted to get Porsche on the grid. As an F2 champion, like the reigning F2 champion coming, because he's 2023 F2 champion going into 24 season. Because there's the 2 vacant RB seats due to both Ricardo leaving and Tsunoda leaving, I put Porsche in there, and then I also dropped Lawson in seat number 1. He's even got his helmet. One of the few drivers that do. And then a couple other little details. We moved Hulk to Sauber a year early, and Bottas went to Williams, and because Williams drops Sargent swaps with Hulk's seat, so Sargent's at the American team. I just felt it was kind of fitting, put him in a better car than the Williams, and then also give him a chance. He is only on a 1-year contract, and he is getting replaced by Ollie Behrman next season. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know what the plan is for him. Joe is also getting replaced by Bortoletto next season. I've got a few of the 2025 grid rosters making the transfer. Like, everything's kind of baked in a little bit, but as for right now, I'm curious to see how Porsche does, though. He currently doesn't have a seat for next season, so Danny Rick's seat's open, and then I believe Bottas' seat's open, and then Gasly's seat open. So there's 3 open seats, and I don't know who's going to sign who, but we'll see at the end of this season. Huh? You play F1 Manager much, Kadaba? Oh, why is Mick
A
overheating
bit
so
more lift
much?
on those, please. Copy. Thoughts?
Yeah, pretty religiously. Yeah, I just recently got back into it again. I was playing 23, and then I had honestly forgotten that I had purchased 24, and so then I was like, oh wait, let's download that and give it a go again. Try some of the new mechanics out. I think the mentality system's pretty interesting. Ooh, I might have messed this stop up. I thought he had a bigger gap. Vettel must have caught him quick. Fortunately, there wasn't a pit stall.
Watch the pit exit line.
Currently the P12.
Yeah, and then I started playing it, and I was like, you know, let's do create a team
Ocon 3.2.
and try and have some fun with that. And I didn't realize how many mods there were
Currently P14.
to help
You've got Ocon ahead.
the game out. I was very surprised by the
Car behind Hulkenberg. He's 1.2 behind you. 38.
yeah, I don't know. Well, I don't know how to do the mentality. I don't know how to adjust the mentality yet. This is kind of like my second or third full season.
You're front right.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I know. The modding community has been super amazing. This game, I kind of just recently got into it, and so tweaking things here and there. Okay, Russell's into the pits.
Mode push.
Coming. You've got energy if you need it. Risk of rain.
But like a couple of the mods I got is the like one of the sponsors mods. I don't remember exactly which one, but I could. If you wanted to know what it was, I could link it. I could find it for you.
The tire temps are still looking good for our side, so it's still okay.
But then some of the couple mods that I got, they're in the listing. If you check, if you don't have the mods already, I'm sure you probably do. If you're this, if you play it religiously. Yes, this is a livery I made. I didn't make it in like an edited like I made it in-game editor, so like I didn't like it's an in-game editor, so it's not like a custom livery that I like, you know, did out of game and then imported it in or anything.
Yeah, tires are looking good.
Yep, that's those two guys right there. I've got a couple of their mods going on right now.
Cool the rear.
Good lap.
We've got no energy, no energy.
Oh, we are running more
We
now.
need to focus on the energy now.
more, lift and coast.
Copy.
Okay, charge on.
That's pretty cool. Oh, what season are you currently on your save?
No more overtake.
Copy.
Doing lap time.
How's the tire dig?
Good. It's okay.
$20.45. Okay, yeah, you are in the future, sir. 20 years. Whew. Oh, that's pretty cool. So you go to like each team, win a championship with them, and then kind of you're like, all right, my job here is done. I'm off to the next one. It's pretty cool. I don't think I've ever played that far in this series.
It looks like to us it's raining.
Oh, some rain on the grid. Surprised I'm not running faster. 32.2 is kind of... Yes, expected rain by lap 25-ish is when it's supposed to start coming down relatively moderately. Sprinkling. I like to describe this game by saying it only took me 200 hours to figure out what not to do, and even then I'm still learning a lot about it. I don't really like try and go online to learn too much about how too many of the deep mechanics work, just because I kind of want to keep myself surprised and guessing. I'm not trying to I'm definitely not trying to min-max anything. I'm kind of trying to just take it as I go. So your knowledge and expertise are probably quite good. As soon as this race is over, we can... Yeah, it's not intuitive very much at all. I definitely had to learn the hard way a couple times on how to develop parts, and even then I'm still, still learning stuff, which is pretty good. I do like how in-depth it all is, though. Like, as far as just overall, it's super far in-depth, and I think it's just fantastic. And I'm a little sad that there won't be a sequel.
Lift and coast and stop.
Oh, we got a yellow flag, huh? Did it mix spin?
It's a yellow on the pit straight.
Oh no, Bottas spun. Okay.
Now this was Valtteri Bottas. And that's the moment they lose it. And once it started, they were pretty powerless to do anything.
It is starting to get wet out there. has got some kind of mechanical fault.
Just let me know if everything is okay with the engine.
Yeah, I don't know how far I'll plan on taking this campaign, but I at least want to try and win. Try and at least win one championship with the team, and then maybe try and defend it. See how it goes. Been quite the challenge. We were, I think, the 20/21st ranked car, maybe at the start of the season. So it was it's been a bit of a fight to get back up into mid pack. Vettel was the first one to score a point with the team, though, which was nice. Did not.
He's 4 seconds ahead.
We could have had points at we could have had our first points at Melbourne, but there was a late safety car that bunched the grid back up, and then
Currently P4.
Alonso was
Car ahead of
third,
us now.
12th. Alonso was 12th. Mick was 10th, and then Vettel was 11th, and he's trying to hold him off. He's trying to hold Alonso off, who was on fresh tires, and they were both on like old hards.
Brakes picked
And
up.
Alonso managed to get by both of them on the very, very last lap to take away our potential first point. It was heartbreaking. Track is starting to get a little more cool. Start trying to push on these tires.
Push more.
Yeah, I mean, Alonso was a cheat code in 2023, though, man. If you put him on your team, ooh, be winning races like within the. If you were like any of the lower teams, you could be literally winning a race by like rounds like 3 or 4, 5. It was pretty impressive. Ferrari and Red Bull have actually had a really, really close fight this season, though. Right now, going into this race, there's only 4 points separating them for the constructors. And then for the drivers, Sainz and Verstappen are actually tied at the moment. They both have 220 points. Really? So if you are a former champ, you get... Oh, okay. That's probably why Hamilton's so good, too. Like...
How are the tires? How are the tires?
I did not know that. That's a nice little trick. So if you become a world champion, then it's a little harder to get rid of those skills. Get some rain coming in the next couple of minutes. Oh yeah, Mick's catching Lawson pretty quickly.
We're ready in pit lane.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I don't know how long I plan on keeping him on the team. At least minimum 2 seasons. He's got a 2-year contract. Same with Mick. Mick has a 2-year contract, and then going into 26, we'll reevaluate, renew. In fact, there's a lot of drivers that have 2-year contracts right now. It's actually... Oh. Leclerc is in the lead. Max is coming in for hard to say if it's a lap too early.
Okay, mode push.
Number of teams jumped into the pits. Alright, we're gonna come in after the lap.
We'll catch these guys.
Oh, Vettel.
Go get him. And you are free to use the energy when you want. Box this lap. Box now for Newington. Just get back on it.
Bolton's into the pits. Oh, yeah. You think Max made the right call coming in that extra lap early, maybe?
Just come in slow. Come in.
That strategy team.
So Ocon's pitted. Box slippy, caution.
Alright, nice, decent stop. 3 seconds. Could be better. Just another 3 second, sub 3 second pit stop.
Pit exit clear.
You're currently P11.
That's tough. That's tough. I think they just built out too much of a gap.
28 laps to go.
Currently P14. Alpine ahead of you. Ocon 1.4. He's 5 behind.
It's tricky though, because it didn't seem like the water was building up as fast too, and then suddenly it like jumped from like it took it forever to get to like 30 to 40 mil, and then suddenly it was like, oh, we're at 80. But how it goes, you know. Although, no, because Leclerc's leading this race, so no, Max went in 1 lap too early. Because Leclerc's leading it. He's got a 2-second gap on him. Ooh. Huh. How about that? And then Leclerc and Tsunoda are having quite the fierce battle as well. So like it's like I was saying, Sainz and Verstappen are tied on points, and then I think Tsunoda and Leclerc have like maybe a 2-point gap between them, or a 3-point gap. It's really close too. And then they're each only like a win away from all being up there, because I think Leclerc has like 184 points, and then Tsunoda has like 181 or 2. Neither of McLaren's have had a podium this season, though, which is kind of surprising. in those tires.
We need a lot of low speed scrubbing.
You're doing a good job with laps. And how is the track?
It's right up. I think it's worth a try.
Yeah, just go a bit slower.
Coming. I need you to
Okay.
do more high speed management 6-7.
And then it's back to dry-ish. But how long? We got like another 10 minutes of this, and then
Tires looking good.
rain should pick back up again around lap 34.
If you don't need it, no lift and coast.
Should be able to push a little bit here. Do you stream yourself, Kadaba? You got any? Do you stream at all? Well, thanks for tuning in, man. If you ever want to get into it, this is kind of my first like attempt at trying to do a series. Normally, if I stream, I'll just do like Call of Duty or just Battlefield 6 beta. I did a few of those. That was a lot of fun. That game was pretty good. I'm looking forward to that releasing next month. I'll probably be doing streams of that as well. But when I got time, I try to throw in a F1 manager stream here and there. Been kind of consistent with it the last week or so. Try to get like at least 1, maybe 2 races in a day. I got a couple hours off work and whatnot, so it's been a lot of fun though. For me, anyways. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but oh, Mick, just outside of the points again. Lawson's not too far behind him.
It's raining, it's just getting worse and worse.
Okay, cool. So it looks like I'm surprised Ocon's not been getting caught by Vettel. It's a bit of a surprise. Yeah, Vettel just ran at 35 and Ocon put a 34.5 in. Wow. I think when that heavier moderate rain comes in, we might try to push the tires a little bit more. Just know that when you overheat these things, they're so hard to cool back down. Slowly build up that charge. How's Leclerc doing? Keeping that advantage up pretty good. Maggots and Beckett's. Yuki's not too far back. Carlos is just making his way through Maggots and Beckett's. Alonso. Got Russell. Hamilton just behind him. Norris. Got 10 seconds back from Nick back there in the background.
P11. Okay, you've got DRS and Ricciardo. Gap is 4.4. Gap is 2.8.
Oh, okay, Vettel's starting to reel him in a little bit.
Currently P14. Ocon ahead.
Can't get that gap under 2 seconds.
Use energy now.
Rain races are always so interesting. Never really know what's going to happen. Doesn't really seem to be raining hard enough to try and accept the grid too much.
We can just focus on charging the pack.
It's like light drizzle. Vettel did gain 4/10 onto that last lap, though. Actually see him for once. Doesn't really look like the rain's gonna let up anytime soon either. Yeah, it does seem like that, doesn't it? A nice little ebb and flow. No one's really gaining too much. And they just now started catching the back of the grid. Leclerc catching up to Magnussen. Too far off his teammate. Sargent. Yeah, surprisingly, Sargent's only wrecked once. I think only once so far this season. I swear, anytime I ever used him in either the last game or in this game, he's good for like 2 or 3 crashes every other week. Albon putting in some laps. Surprised Bottas is down here. Go Gimba or share.
We can push a bit more.
See if we try to close that gap on Ocon.
Car ahead. Ocon. 2 seconds ahead. Keep going.
Brought some of that gap down.
Focus on bringing the pack back up.
.36.8 to his .37.3.
You've got Ocon ahead. Still a lot to play for. Get these rears as cool as you can. So we can do a bit of lift and coast.
Try to do some lift and coast. Okay, perfect. Let's get back up to pace.
So car ahead is now Ocon. Ocon 2 in front. I know you're doing everything.
Trying our best.
to the lifted coast.
Starting to rain a little more now, isn't it? Really interesting how the gaps have pretty much just stabilized. Like there's not really a whole lot of movement. No one is just making up crazy amounts of time. Yeah, Leclerc leading. Pulled out a little bit of time over Verstappen, but not much. Turning into quite the boring race.
Cool, rear left if you can at all.
Copy. Alpine ahead of you. Focus forward.
It's that 3 seconds. 3 seconds, Mick. We'll go one more and then we'll do an all-out attack and try and close that gap best we can. Vettel did close it down to 2 seconds, but about as close as he got.
Tell me what the tyres are.
Tires are good. Porsche. Wouldn't be surprised if Sargent makes a pit stop here soon. Oh, something's up.
But the car's definitely not happy. Surely some kind of fault.
Yellow flag. Ooh. Ooh.
Single yellow ahead.
And here we've got a yellow flag.
Oh, it's just Magnussen spinning. Oh.
Another spot.
Poor K-Mag.
Mode push, mode push.
Yeah.
Currently P11. Okay, you've got DRS and Ricciardo. Gap is 2.8. Okay, charge on.
Copy.
Let's look after this tire.
Copy.
Just start some lift and coast.
Copy. Currently P14. Ocon ahead. Ocon 2.9.
Alright, I think I'm just gonna try and knock out these last 10 laps. Gonna speed it up, but doesn't really seem like anything's going on, hasn't so far, so. Well, Verstappen's chewing through his tires. That might help. Oh, Tsunoda's actually gaining on him. We gotta fight for second with a couple laps left.
No rain expected.
Four laps to go. 4 laps.
Okay.
Copy.
What did Vettel do? Oh, Vettel damaged his underfloor.
Now the action happens as they went into turn 16.
Damaged
Well,
his
you can
floor.
see the lockup. They took a gamble, and it was
Ooh,
just
yep, right
too
there.
late.
That Tsunoda gap, though, that should be pretty good in the next couple laps.
Come on. Use energy.
Of course, the sun comes out right as the race is ending, right? It's like, hey guys, hi. Did you miss me? Tsunoda might have a chance here.
Mode push.
Coming.
There will only be 3 laps to go.
Oh,
over
it's
the line.
exciting.
Copy.
Oh, and then the sun just bursts out. Look at that. Beautiful. Helicopter came out to play. Tsunoda. Yeah, 2 laps make up half a second. I don't know how Max is keeping that car ahead of him.
The rain has stopped now.
Copy.
2 laps to go, Nick. 2 laps.
Copy.
Oh, Vettel's getting
Push
close.
even more.
Need to lean on the tyres. Energy available.
Last lap for Vettel and Tsunoda to try and make a pass.
If you can push a bit harder and try and get up to him, let's see.
Tsunoda's got it down to 3/10.
You've got Ocon ahead. Ocon .9. Getting the rhythm, you're doing okay.
Vettel got it.
Starting last lap, last lap.
Copy. We need a good lift and coast into 10.
That's Leclerc! Charles Leclerc is today's winner. Charles Leclerc there, taking home the win.
You can't say they didn't earn it. They put in an
Charles
amazing performance
wins
today.
Silverstone. How about that?
This will be checkered flag. That's P14.
It's going to end up.
It's a tough day.
Oh, because technically
We take the pickup.
Nick and Rick are still racing.
Lots of crashes. There's some debris.
There's a wreck? What? Ooh. The last lap. Little last lap action going on. Got a little spicy there at the end.
We'll go to high fuel now.
Copy.
1.7 seconds away.
Now we'll come around and take the checker.
P11. Happy with that?
Thank you. But brilliant pace. Good job, Nick.
So close.
Over and out.
As always, there will be lots to talk about after that race, including the performance from the driver currently on our screens.
A 14th place finish today, no points and lots to think about.
And the Monegasque driver certainly proved his worth with a terrific drive today.
A third win of the season has to leave them and the team feeling confident.
Well, we might be in Britain, but our podium finishers won't be celebrating with a cup of tea tonight. They'll be staying true to Formula One tradition.
Congrats, Charles.
Well, Karun, how do you think they'll be feeling in the team garage at the end of that?
It was a strangely mixed weekend for them. We saw one driver put in a strong performance, but it was a different story for the other. Definitely positives there, though.
Some positives for sure. All right, I'm going to take
And
a
here at
short
Silverstone, the weekend now
10-minute
draws
break.
to a close.
Next round, we're moving on to
and
an
then
exhilarating
I will be
circuit.
back.
Formula
So
One
thanks for
will be
tuning in,
taking to the
thanks for tuning in,
for
Gadaba.
the Hungarian Grand Prix.
Just going to take a little break, and then I will be back online in about 10 minutes. How that affects the driver's time. Quick. Yep, back to the head of Carlos. 3 wins, 10 podiums, 3 wins, 10 podiums. Charles with 3 wins, Yuki with 3 wins. We've had an even split between the Ferraris and the Red Bulls. Constructors, still a tight battle. Yep, thanks for tuning in, man. Thanks, appreciate it. You have a wonderful time. I'll be back in about 10 minutes, though. So,